What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lick Ranch Farm. My name's David, and sun's going down, but I wanted to kind of get a quick video in, show you where we're at with everything. So I went yesterday and picked up my load of Millennial Core grow bags, and that's what we're going to be doing tomatoes in this year. Tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants, probably a lot of things. I went ahead and ordered 2 pallets worth, and they come out of Canada. Ordered them last Thursday and they showed up yesterday, so pretty quick with shipping. I mean, you pay for it, but that should be enough to get me through this season. I'm thinking 2 different plantings, so like I said, there's enough there hopefully to do all of the tunnels twice. That's what I'm figuring anyway. So I went ahead and got that part of it out the way, and I also picked up the last of the rails. These rails here will be the ground post for the 100-foot tunnel that we're getting ready to get started on. And these 1 5/8" posts here are all we need to finish the second 50-foot tunnel. And we'll probably get started on that here next day or two. I'm running, well, I don't want to say I'm running out of things to do, but I'm pretty caught up with the stuff that I've got going on now as far as transplanting and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna take you in here and give you a shot of what we got going on. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and reach over here in this right hand corner and click that subscribe button. And if you like this video or you like this kind of content, make sure you click the like button. So yeah, in the last video, I was starting sugar snap peas, was starting some more yellow beets, and kind of give you an idea where we're at with this stuff. All of these are yellow or red beets. You can see we got pretty good germination on them so far. And the yellow beets are starting to pop. You can see they're coming out here. Still got them on the grill, man. 73 degrees is where we're at here. And I cover everything at night. This is Amadeus broccoli. That's Green Magic broccoli. And then we got some early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. And then I got some Buscaro red cabbage down there on that end. And everything is starting to pop out. Everything's starting to come out. So yeah, and you know, normally during the day I leave the tops off. We'll wet them down real good. Leave the tops off. And then at night, all I do is simply just fold this frost blanket, and that's just to keep the heat from kind of dissipating out of the soil. That kind of just keeps them warm at night. And then during the daytime, you know, temperatures come up naturally, and like right now, it's right at 60 degrees in here now, and it's 49 degrees outside. These are the sugar snap peas that we sowed in the last one. That's 5 trays, and you can see that's been 3 or 4 days ago. I told you them things germinate quick. Green onions, I got some thunderhead cabbage and some Catarina cabbage, and the rest of those are spring onions and green onions. I give them a haircut. You can see where the top's got a little bit in that last cold snap, but trim the tops on them, fertilize them, they'll be fine. So yeah, we know already that this is going to be the first tunnel that we start on with tomatoes, and they're actually going to go down the center row. I'm getting ready to start doing some trellising and putting some more stringers up and all that good stuff to get ready for this row. That's why I went ahead and got the grow bags, and we're probably going to put them up off the ground just a little bit, about the thickness of a center block. Get them up off the ground, run a drip and all that stuff. But I'm gonna give you a shot of the tomatoes that I'm talking about here in a minute. It won't be long, they'll be ready to come in here, but we've got some nights that's still dipping down into the low 20s, and I'm thinking by the weekend we're gonna have some nights getting into the teens. So I'm not really in a big rush to get them out of here, because I'm not planning on transplanting them in here until the end of the month, maybe the 1st of February. But you ain't gonna believe it, guys, these tomatoes are absolutely beautiful. They're thriving in here. This is a Torero. This is the first planting of greenhouse tomatoes, and as you can tell, these guys are rocking and rolling. And I haven't seen any roots start coming out at the bottom quite yet. And I need to water these guys, but yeah, it's not going to be long. I'm going to need to put a rod or a piece of bamboo, and I got some right here to kind of help support them, because the worst thing in the world is for them to start flopping over. I don't know, it just seems like they never grow right again, or else you pinch them off, and if you don't catch it in time, then you cause all kinds of problems. But yeah, 80 plants there. I'm thinking it's going to take 60 to do 1 row, so we got plenty to play with. And I've also got a few other things going on inside here. Now, let me give you a shot of this while I'm in here. This is pretty much a lot of new plantings: arugula, bok choy. I put a little bit of basil. I just transplanted that a couple of days ago. Second planting of Swiss chard, spinach. All of this is red lettuce. This is the last of the Tropicana and the magenta from last planting. 4 weeks old. Red spinach, I got more started. Green spinach, got more of that started. First planting of Swiss chard. Curly kale, lacinato kale. All of this is green. I think this is myrrh. Another planting of bok choy, beet tops, mustard greens, turnip greens. And I'm getting ready. We got a lettuce order I got to get tonight, so I'm getting ready to harvest some more out of the ground, out of these beds. I'm trying to make enough room to go ahead and get started on the second part of the hydroponic system. And keep in mind, y'all, I told you I got a surprise for you when we get started on that one. You're gonna love it. So I'm gonna go in here in the germination. I got a lot of stuff going on in here. Second plant of everything. I know I had some cucumbers and eggplants and all that stuff out there in that tunnel early on, but the heater failed on me right after I put it in there. High temp switch went out in it. A lot of things happened. Anyway, killed it all. So I had to start over. And all of what you see now is the second planting. So we got Parento. No, this is Diva cucumber. This is a tray of celery that I'm working on. I've been successful at germinating celery before, and I'm trying it again. Trying to go in this year with fresh celery. So celery, Diva cucumber, eggplant. This is Thanos, and this is Calliope, purple, black. These three trays here are kohlrabi, some cabbages, and I forgot what that is. That's cabbage too. Both those cabbage. Red cabbage, green cabbage. And this is the second plant of lettuce going in the hydroponic system, which the nursery pump is running. Over here, Excelsior pickling cucumbers. We got Geronimo greenhouse tomatoes. And this is Inspired greenhouse tomatoes. Be honest with you guys, and when I say greenhouse tomatoes are expensive, these two trays right here are $100 a piece. That's $200 worth of tomato seed right here, just in these two trays. It's crazy, but you know, we're gonna see what what the total is at the end and see if it's worth it or not. I got some big beef tomatoes. I'm gonna plant those later on just so we got enough to go around for that 100-foot tunnel. But I got some Sakura cherry tomatoes. This is pickling cucumbers. These are pickling cucumbers, and these are Corintos. That is a slicing cucumber that we usually get really, really good production out of. So yeah, a lot of stuff in here started. I got to water these today, and I'm trying to make some room. These can go outside here probably next week. I'm gonna water them good today, fertilize all this stuff, and get it ready to go outside. Those up there need to be watered too, so I'm gonna get to all that. I've got to check the EC in the nutrient tank out here in the hydroponic system and update all that stuff, and get ready to start expanding this center aisle so I can get these tomatoes in here maybe midweek. All right, so the sun's going down. I take these off. All right, what's got to happen in here is a couple of things. Trellising. I got to finish putting some rods up and running some trellis cable, some wire. I got some of that, and then we got to start leveling. We got to start leveling all this out. Now, the approach I want to take is to put weed mat completely covering the floor, so I don't have to worry about weeds. I'm going to put the tomatoes up on center blocks with like a 2x6 or maybe even a 2x8 to support them, so we can take the leaf blower and blow up. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep the airflow through here. Keep the weed mat down so we don't have to worry about stuff like this here. All this lettuce here is pretty much done. That last really frigid night, it pretty much toast. You can see, I think we got down to 17 degrees in here, and I didn't cover it. Didn't think it was gonna get that cold that night, and that's the same night the heater didn't come back on. So yeah, long story short, start from scratch. But we got to keep things moving in here. Lettuce or not, I got lettuce in there. This stuff can go away. Those beets, we're gonna wait and harvest those a little bit later on. They may make it, it may not, but surely if they're not ready by the time I get ready to put this in, I'm thinking 2 weeks. I'm gonna start on the center row first, clean it out, get it level, get everything set up, get the grow bags in, get the drip lines in, get the drippers put on, and test run everything before I put the tomatoes in, and then we can go from here out and work from that way. Now it'll probably be another 2-3 weeks before the other tomato varieties, the Inspired and the Geronimo, before they get ready, but I've got enough to fill this whole tunnel with tomatoes, with hydroponic tomatoes. That's the plan. This is going to be the first tomato house. The house beside me is going to be cucumbers and probably eggplants. I'm not sure yet. I may put them in the other one. So I got 2 tunnels laying on the ground, both of them 100-footers. And the plan is to put up this 100-footer for this year. That'll give me a 100 or 20 by 100, a 21 by 60, a 21 by 54, and a 21 by 50 this season to grow out of in covered protective culture. This is what I've got graded so far for the 100-footer, and you can see I still got to grade a little bit in the back. I got to build it up a little bit, but yeah, that's a lot of growing space. So I'm thinking what's going to happen here is that this is going to be big beef tomatoes and either squash and zucchini, early squash and zucchini, you know, before April, I'm hoping. And I got a couple of different varieties I'm gonna test, but I may put 2 or 3 rows of squash and zucchini in here and go ahead and get some red rounds, some big beefs, maybe the eggplant. I'm not sure yet. I mean, we still got time. And then everything down on the big garden, it's done. Got to dist all that in, get ready to start over with it. All the collars and stuff like that's pretty much done. I mean, you can probably pick a few out of there and get what you wanted just to make a meal out of, but not really gonna worry about it. Probably gonna dist it all in. All of this will be cabbage, broccoli, kale, all that good stuff, and then we'll get down to in the bottom with the turnips, all the good stuff for spring, you know. Get ready to put cantaloupes and watermelons and all that stuff in. All of this up here is pretty much ready to be reworked. I'm gonna start bringing compost home probably one day this week, and I'm gonna get ready to put some beds of carrots in. I've always grown good carrots on this end. For whatever reason, this sandy loam soil, it grows pretty good carrots. So I'm gonna start on this end. I'm gonna put 16 50-foot beds up here, and I got 12 50-foot beds on the other side. So I think I'm gonna focus on putting green onions, spring onions, and carrots over here, and over here on this side I'm gonna work on beets and turnips and all that good stuff over there on that side. All that stuff will be in the in-ground garden. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get off here and get some things done before the sun goes down. But yeah, I thought y'all get a kick out of this. These tomatoes, man, I mean, like I said, they're rocking and rolling, they're jamming, and I still got them on this heat tape. That heat trace is warm. These things are not cold at all. So go through and get the suckers off. Like I said, I still have not seen anything come through the bottom quite yet, but you know, it won't be long. They'll be ready to put them on the grow bags. I'm thinking they probably need about 6 more inches on it, but we'll get some trellising on them things. They'll be in really good shape. Strong bases on. That's what that triple 20 does for them. That high nitrogen at the beginning, that's what it does for them. But once we start seeing blooms, that's when we're gonna cut the nitrogen off, and we'll just kick in the phosphorus and the potassium. All right, guys, like I said, I'm gonna get off here and get busy. I got a lot of stuff to water, but as always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.